everybody, and welcome to Gale and Darling's Pokemon Nuzlocke Run! I'm Gale.
I'm Darling.
And we're on our way to Fushia City, the lesser-known song from the Pokemon To Be a Master soundtrack.
I can't tell if you're joking or not, because I don't know enough about this, but...
No, there was a song on the road to Viridian City.
Oh.
It's a pretty good song. It's a good bop. Actually, every song on the To Be a Master's album was a pretty good bop.
What's To Be a Master's from? Was that like one of the shows or the movie?
Yeah, it's basically not a soundtrack. They're just like side songs that have to do with the first season of Pokemon.
Ooh.
The one I remember most is there's one about you'll always be my best friend, together forever. I don't know what the title of the song is, but it basically is like telling the story of like Ash and Pikachu traveling through it, and it's so...
I'm told I'm good for a kid. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
It's so... It makes me cry, because it makes me remember like Goodbye Butterfree and the one episode where Pikachu was like... they were like trying to convince you that Pikachu was going to stay behind to take care of like the other Pikachus and Raichus.
Why? Why do they keep using Whirlwind?
Because they're Pidgeys. What else are they going to use?
Quick Attack! Wing Attack! That's what the last two did after using Whirlwind.
Hey, you're a grass type. You should be thanking them for getting you out, unless it's the...
It pulled the grass type in.
That I realized that as I was saying that. I was like, wait a minute, order of operations here, actually.
It's just acid you out, level you up, and then put in someone else.
Nikolai. He's
There
a
we
soft
go.
he's a soft puppy. I have to work on that. I have to train him. Make him not...
Yeah, let's get you up.
It'll help when I can evolve him into an Arcanine, because then he'll be a little beefier. Okay, Pidgeotto.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
But until then, I feel really nervous anytime I send him out. Also, because I feel like that's like the bane of this run, is you get one good fire type. If it isn't Charmander, it's just doomed to die at some point, because they're all so squishy.
Yeah. Also, fire types are just so rare in general. Oh, don't.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of them.
Don't do this to me. I just need to hit you. Don't. Please. Please don't. There we go. Okay, I just needed one hit. If it was just gonna spam double team, this session was over.
Actually, that's my strat for a lot of Pokemon. Whenever I do a hard run, my strat is usually just, can I learn like some sort of accuracy move and just spam it until they can't hit me anymore?
Yeah.
They got rid of that in Smogon. I think I've
Snorlax
said
is
that
making me
before.
tired.
That seems very familiar as a topic. But yeah, I wish that everybody just used low accuracy moves. What a world.
This place. Okay. So let me see if I can make it all the way through before battling people. No, I have to battle at least one. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you have to battle that guy. You can get past the biker dude, probably.
Yeah, but I have to battle at least this guy, maybe?
I think that might be a dead end, but we'll see.
We'll find out. I'm not too worried. I just want to heal up before I come back and battle the rest. Know that there's somewhere nearby.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit. Not gonna lie. Like, after you do that part, then there's a row down in which there'll be trainers, and then there's another left road that will have even more trainers, and then you'll get to Fuchsia City. So it's a long trail.
Gale, I have an interesting question for you.
Yes.
Something that we had mentioned, not on camera.
Mm-hmm.
I am obviously, maybe not obviously to you all, very, very excited for Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yes, you are.
And
very excited. Overly excited to the point where, like, I don't even know what Cyberpunk 2077 is, but I just know that it's going to take my fiance away from me, and so I dread the day when it happens.
You had entertained the notion that you would play that with me.
Yes. So that I did not lose you completely.
Well, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because on the one hand, this is... One, it's probably not going to be safe for work. There's going to be plenty of guns and language and maybe other things.
Hey, look, I'm playing Dragon Age Origins, and I had to pixel out so much demon booty.
Okay.
It took a good half hour of me following the demon as she went around battling things.
You're
to
practicing
be like...
practicing your edit out skills to work in a newsroom,
yeah.
or to work at Disney. I'm realizing that when I asked about that may have been an awful idea.
Yeah.
Because that means I only get to play it with you. Because I'm debating, right? Because, like, on the one hand, I could just play on my own and just do all the separate story stuff and let you just, like, experience everything for the first time. Or, you know, there's a couple different backstories your main character can have, so we could do a different one for that. But I feel like you would just say, well, you're not gonna, don't play this unless we're recording. In which case, I'm gonna be very sad. Because I won't be able to just binge play it.
Yeah, it depends on what we would intend for a run. Because, like, whenever I choose a Let's Play series, and I haven't done too many, I've only done a few, but the thought first is, what is the point of the series?
I don't think this is a new route.
Yes it is.
I went down around and the cut grass?
Yeah.
Sweet. I might catch a ditto.
Are you going to use a ditto?
Probably not, but how many... I've never gotten
Oh!
That was a crit, so unless I crit again, I think I'm okay.
It's a Vaporeon now. But yeah, the first thought is, like, what is the point of the series? So for this, the point is that we're facing each other, and it's like Pokemon, but it's a Nuzlocke, and that's what makes it exciting, in quotes. I don't know, guys, is it exciting for you? Let us know in the comments down below. But it's supposed to be more exciting than just watching someone play Pokemon for the 25th time in their life.
Let's try this.
And so, with something like Dragon Age Origins, the big thing that, for me, I think makes my playthrough at least somewhat interesting to watch is that I've obviously never been, like, gone through this story before. It's completely new to me, so everything I'm reacting with honest surprise. I got no expectations. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm taking it as it comes. Oh, no.
No, it healed me.
Oh, good. I thought you healed it, and I was like, what? So for Cyberpunk 2077, it's either, like, what are we doing with it? Either we're doing, like, a walkthrough, are we showing it off?
Got a ditto.
Woo! Or are we doing a blind playthrough where we react to everything with brand new eyes, and it's honestly a surprise?
In which case, if we do that, then the whole point is just the strength of our personality that makes it worth watching. Which, you can find better people to play through that and watch it, I'm sure.
But I think we're great people to watch play things for an exorbitant amount of time. We talk about such fun topics. Hubba. Hubba Bubba.
Dang it, doesn't fit.
You could do just B-U-B-A.
I could, or I could just make enough space. It's gonna name after chewing gum.
Because
it's basically a pile of used gum that became sentient.
I can see the resemblance, but no. Do you know the theory about Dittos?
No.
The theory about Dittos is that they're actually failed experiments meant
Trying to make Mew?
Yeah. Because that's why they can transform, and the only other Pokemon in this gen who can transform is Mew.
And they're pink.
And they're pink. You have heard this before.
Yes, I think so.
You lied to me.
Well, you didn't give me much to go on with it.
I will accept that excuse for now.
This has got to be a really good insult for a character, because they're never anything more than the people around them.
No!
What's a good example of a character like that?
Luigi. Gooigi.
No.
But it's literally goo that transforms into a person. Bloom?
Bloom.
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 Who's Bloom?
The Adrian Brody character from that one Con Man movie I made you watch, Brothers Bloom.
Okay.
Adrian Brody, Mark Ruffalo, Rachel Wise, Rinko Kikuchi. I think there's only like 6 people in the cast. I can name all of them.
Keep naming names. One day I'll get it.
Do I actually want to explain the character or no?
I don't know. Is it entertaining? Is it exciting for our viewers?
No, but it's like my 3rd favorite movie.
Then I guess it can deserve. You got like 5 minutes.
It's by Ryan Johnson, who also did Brick and Looper and Star Wars Episode 8. Don't need to bring that up because that's going to get heated. But it's about 2 brothers that are con men, right? One of them like writes these really elaborate cons and everything, and the other one's like the great actor, so he, makes the person fall in love with them or trust them, and then they scam out of their money. But the Adrian Brody character, whose name is Bloom, is, he's basically hitting a con man midlife crisis where he realizes all I've ever been is what my brother wrote for me. I don't know who I actually am as a person. So he tries to quit the game, basically just runs away, starts drinking. And his brother, writes like the perfect, okay, this is the last job. I promise after this, you're going to know who you are. Your life's going to be perfect, all of that. So it's about that, which is Connie Rachel Wise's character, who's an eccentric shut-in since the age of, 6. Oh, what am I doing?
I do remember bits of the movie, and I do remember liking the movie. So viewers, if you get the chance to see it, can recommend. I don't remember much, but that's because I have poor memory when it comes to movies. That's why I can watch the Pokemon movies over and over again and still feel the same childish excitement that I did, 15 to 20 years ago?
Meanwhile, my favorite 2 or 3 movies, I think I've only ever seen probably 3 or 4 times at most. And I can still tell you all the characters, most of the cast, all of the details.
Yeah, no, I can never do that. I'm just not that kind of a brain. My favorite movie is How to Train Your Dragon.
Which is good choice.
Which is a great movie. I love How to Train Your Dragon, and it speaks to my personality on several levels. But the point is that, I know that movie a lot. I don't know anybody in it other than... Oh gosh, nope. I was gonna say I know who Stoic is, but then I was like... I second-guessed myself. I want to say it's Gerald Butler.
Say his name again?
Gerald Butler?
Gerard
Butler.
Although I think he's said in interviews that he pronounces it more like Jared, but with an R at the end. I think it's a Scottish name. I don't remember if it's Scottish or Irish.
Well, the point is that's my favorite movie, and I've seen it an awful lot of times. But
then you have Jay Baruchel as Hiccup. You have America Ferrera as Astrid. I
do remember America Ferrera, but that's only because I was kind of miffed at her because Astrid sounds really different to me in the second movie versus the first movie.
In the second movie, in the second and third movie, she just has the same that's what I'm going for. She doesn't actually express much.
Well,
and the first
I
one,
didn't say it was bad. I just said it was different.
Oh yeah,
you are projecting much more.
No,
into
I'm
that.
saying it's a character choice. Character choices are fine. I'm just saying it led to much less range. She can do more within a smaller range, but it was much less range. I think they all tried to make changes to the characters to show how they'd grown up, and that was the choice that she went with, whether the directors went with on her behalf, and that's how it turned out.
Either way.
I think Kristen Wiig voiced one of the twins.
Yeah,
I think David Tennant voices the uncle, actually.
Yeah, he does.
With like one line.
With like one line, and then everyone's like, okay.
I used to be able to tell you the name. I know the name of the guy who plays Gobbler, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah. It's a good movie, though. We can hear our cats. They're crying in the bedroom. It's kind of funny.
Wow, shook off that hyperfang like it was nothing. Vaporeon is really strong. Like
She's beefy, yeah.
I've never thought most of the evolutions were like strong, but Vaporeon's tanky.
Espeon is like top tier. Like, not even a joke. Espeon is legit like one of the Pokemon that you have to really watch out for because it can psychic punch a hole in your stomach with its mind.
I will say the other one that I was watching some of the latest professional scene, right? Mm-hmm. Which is Sword and Shield in this case.
Yes.
Or at least that gen. And I was surprised that one of the Pokemon that was very consistently picked was Togekiss. It was like the ones I saw most often were Togekiss, Dragapult, Rillaboom, Terrakion, and...
Ooh, I got a Venonat! That's cool.
Oh, what's... Not Torkoal. What's the big minecart full of rocks?
Karkle?
Karkle. Yeah. Those are the ones I saw most often, and there were some others in there, but I was like, oh, I also didn't think Togekiss was really anything useful.
Togekiss is awesome, but Togekiss... I think Togekiss is awesome, but you have to realize the power of, like, the move relearner for Togekiss. Because Togetic and, obviously Togepi do not learn, like, an astonishingly great moveset. But Togekiss just has at level 0, like, Aura Sphere and other great moves that you have to, like, go back and learn. So if you're first... encounter with a Togekiss, like you get it for the first time, and you don't go back to a move relearner or don't look up like how it gets its good moves, I could imagine that that's pretty like disappointing because I don't think it learns too many like amazing moves. Isn't it a fairy now instead of normal? Fairy flying or something like that?
Maybe. Oh, right. Guess what? I couldn't put Ditto in the daycare because who was in the daycare has since been fainted. That was a sentence. Yeah.
He who was once in the daycare now has been slain. So now a new hero has spawned forth to take his place on the throne of daycareness.
I don't have a bike. Do I have a bike?
You do have a bike.
That I can't seem to move with. There we go. Okay. Wrong button. There we go.
Alright, what's a good name for a Venonat?
Venomoth evolves into, right?
Yes, that is what it evolves into. Did you know Venonat was supposed to evolve into Butterfree?
I did not.
That's unconfirmed, but it is also another theory. That Caterpie in Metapod evolved into Venomoth, and then Venonat evolved into Butterfree, like the sprite work, but that they had mixed it up somehow. Because, like, if you look at Metapod and Venomoth, they got more triangular features, whereas Butterfree shares the same face as Venonat.
And the color scheme is very easy to change, so good for the last in detail. I believe that. It's a guy. Venom is a cool...
I'm gonna say Hyde.
Awesome guy's name. Okay, that works too. Oh, right, you're going for literary.
Yes.
I can't escape. You asked for this.
Yeah. It's kind of it's one of the biggest, quote-unquote theories in Pokemon. It's kind of, it's funny, because I've seen...
Oh, right, I had Abra in here.
You did? Oh, it's grown by 10!
I think
that's impressive.
Yeah, but I think that only means it's 26 at this point.
That's still impressive. It means you've walked a lot.
I guess I'll just put Ditto in the bench for now.
Okay.
The next gym is flying?
No.
Next gym
Is poison.
So Psychic would be good to have against that.
Yes. It would be awfully helpful. I'm going to use my ground type, except for the floaty ones.
A second for the Fallen.
No, stop being mean to poor Blinky. He's already dead.
I will say, I do have more Pokemon on the bench than I thought I would.
Yeah, you're regrowing that, after that, dry spell you had for a bit. I mean, technically you should have, 2 less because you have open slots in your team, but...
I have to move Ditto back into the daycare as soon as I do this. Actually, is Ditto ever really going to be effective? I don't know.
I mean, if you turn Ditto into a Dragonite, then it's a Dragonite that can fight other Dragonites.
Yeah, so it'll work against one trainer.
But it's one of the big bad trainers, so you know... And by big bad, I mean Elite Four. I realize that there are actually bad guy trainers, so big bad could, mean multiple things.
I'm debating. I kind of want to put Hamlet in the daycare, because Ghost type would always be helpful.
Ghost beat Psychic, which is the gym after this.
Yeah, let's try that. Oh, right. Well, yeah, I'm going to put someone out anyway. This is the longest session ever of just... Wait, if I move A over there, I can move B into A's spot, and then I can move C back into where B was. Yeah. And then if the fox and the goat go at the same time.
Yeah, I like how it's made much more streamlined in future games. Like, with the addition of the Pokemon box, that you just have on your person in Sword and Shield, stuff like that gets so much easier, because you're just I don't even need to go anywhere. I can just press start, move over to Pokemon.
Level 20. That's pretty low. Let's see what moves it has. Alright, what do you got? You got Psychic, Teleport.
He's got what he always had, Teleport. Also, right. I'm playing Hot and Fast with Guildenstern's life. I don't mean to. I just trust her. She's got spunk.
Also, why'd you name Guildenstern after... Or you named your female Gyarados Guildenstern. The other ones you seem to have tried to take gender into consideration for the naming convention, but...
That's because there's a comic where Guildenstern's a girl.
Ah, okay.
So I used that form. No big deal, but... Plus, I mean, let's be fair, unless I want to give them all the names of the Bennett sisters, really how many famous, female characters?
Excuse you. There may be less, but there are plenty. And the Bennett sisters are an excellent addition. I would definitely have a team of Bennett sisters.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that I didn't want to limit myself to just Jane Austen.
I think this is the first time I'm actually going around with 6 Pokemon.
Wow!
Since caught Ditto.
Stop hitting my dog! Stop it! Stop it! That
Ooh.
Stupid bird just pecked my dog 5 times.
You were playing a little loose there.
Oh, okay, no. He was in no danger of fainting.
Okay. If you say so.
I do say so. He did a full 5 damage and he's still at almost half his health.
Okay, if you say so.
I do say so. I am the best Pokemon trainer ever, period, in the universe for all known time. No one has ever been or will ever be better than me at Pokemon.
Do you think Veronica Taylor is good at Pokemon?
I don't know who that is.
She's the original voice of Ash.
Oh. I'm sure she's, like, played it a couple times, but I don't think she... Well, I don't know. Maybe she leaned into it like Claude's voice.
Zija.
Zija.
Zija, I think.
I apologize for the butchering of his last name, whatever it happens to be pronounced.
Well, because I know there are some voice actors who, because they specifically work in the gaming industry, will play the games. Like, Matt Mercer's a great example for things like Fire Emblem and Overwatch, because he used to play Overwatch and just do the McCree voice in the comms. But a lot of the Overwatch voice cast was just voice actors drawn from different fields, so they didn't have a lot of reason to play.
I'm just saying that there's a lot of older voice actors who probably haven't had as much experience with more of a video game content. I mean, I'm sure they can. I'm not saying that old people can't play video games, but I'm saying at the time that Pokemon came out, like, it was definitely not, hey, this is going to be a hit for 20-something-year-olds and 30-something-year-olds. It was going to be a hit for children, and then the children grew up and never stopped loving it, which is the life cycle of a Pokemon fan, you know? You start small, you love it, you go through that awkward middle school phase where everyone tells you that it's stupid because it's for kids and babies, and you feel bad about it because you still love it, but you pretend you don't love it to fit in. Then you get into high school and college, where you just either, one, you say screw it and you love it anyway, or two, it becomes retroactively cool again.
I'm detecting a lot of resentment.
You know what?
This is a lot of projection. Do we need to talk about this, Gale? Are you okay?
You know what?
Is this channel just a way to find validation for your hobbies that you were mocked for?
I think most people who grew up with Pokemon would agree with me that it was not always considered the coolest thing to talk about on the playground. Actually, if there was a playground, it was cool to talk about Pokemon. It's when there wasn't a playground that it became not as cool.
Can I go back to a voice acting thing for a minute?
Sure. Let's leave my middle school trauma. And
leave that to the therapist. It's okay. I know you're never going to watch it, and that's fine. BoJack Horseman has a couple of really funny bits about people playing characters. Because it's set in, like, modern Hollywood, they do tie in a lot of stars who play fictionalized versions of themselves. Like, Jessica Biel plays Jessica Biel, former star who, at one point, tries to start a cult by sacrificing people to a giant fire, and then also runs for mayor. But Zach Braff also does that. But one of the better ones, her credited name is character actress Margot Martindale. And it's voiced by actress Margot Martindale, who usually does character actors of, like, very good side actor stuff, right? And she plays the most wild character on the show. And everyone loves that it's voice actress Margot Martindale. And she has not seen a single episode. Even though she is in, I think, like, over half of the episodes at this point. She still hasn't seen a single one.
That's dedication to not watching whatever you're in. I don't know. You know what? We'll have to talk about it continue next time, but we're going to leave the episode on this beautiful evolution for Psychic K.
What is it you don't know about?
Well, I was going to go into another topic, but we've hit the mark, so...
No.
We've got to let our poor listeners go. We can't hold them hostage in this video.
I just didn't know if we were recording immediately after this, so I didn't know if we could remember it before next time we record. But you know what? It's fine. We got a Kadabra, Psyche Kadabra.
Woo!
And I learned moves! That's the important part. I got one.
He learned Psybeam.
I thought there would be more moves than that.
We'll see how well Psychic K does next time on Gale and Darling's Pokemon Nuzlocke Run. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay, I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with Darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.